I've been out in New York City, dreaming, wishing you were with me. Girl, you look so pretty, going out tonight. I've been missing your smile, you should come and stay a while. Fly a couple miles, let's go out tonight.
Hi, welcome back. It's a Thursday today. I don't know why I always check in the date and time every time I start a vlog. I have a lot of things to get done today, including cleaning my room because it gets messy so easily. My table is not that big, and then now that there is one external monitor already, I will have to rearrange it so that I have space to at least write something or do anything in front of the computers and the screens. Hi, I just finished Korean class and I want to share about a few books I have read in these 2 months. Actually not 2 months, September and just few days ago, which is 1.5 months. I've read 3 books, one fiction, 2 non-fiction, 2 in English, 1 in Mandarin. I'm very slow in reading, but I think it's fine because as long as you absorb everything in the book, the pace and the speed doesn't matter. First of all is this book called Sex and Vanity by Mr. Kevin Kwan, also the author of Crazy Rich Asians. So I have very high expectation for this book. This book talks about this girl Lucy. She met the guy George at her best friend's wedding at Capri. Capri is a very nice place according to the book, and I searched it up as well. It's a very nice place. Things happen between them because George is just, according to the book, he looks very good, and Lucy kind of fall for him. But then she gets so annoyed and angry at herself for thinking about George and keep thinking that George is very arrogant. It's like Lucy will think something like, oh, what makes him think of himself like that when George did not say anything? So it was a decent book. I just can't really get the story of this, so I'll give it a 3 out of 5. Do tell me what you think if you really like this book. And then next will be a non-fiction book, a Chinese book. Direct translate will be You Have Overthink Too Much. I kind of worry about something that have not happened yet. I don't know why. It's been bothering me because it's very stressful. So I want to try to search for books that helps, and I came across this book and it says that in this confusing and complicated world, be a simple person. It's in Chinese. It's written by a Japanese monk, I think. It goes title by title, like a title, and then this is the only explanation. I think it can be longer, like when he tries to talk about he tries to explain about one of the title. For example, this is directly translated by myself. I don't know whether they have an English version of it or not, but if you can read Chinese, do check this book out. For example, this title, it says, why do you want to get complimented by people? So he writes everything. He's like, there's so many things people want to have in this world, like being loved, being recognized, being complimented, and being said good things too. And then he tried to use short stories to explain why. At the end, he explains that you have to try to put down that you wish to get blah 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 from other people. If you wish to get complimented by people but the person did not compliment you and then you feel very bad, that is not a very healthy mindset because you are depending on people to give you the happiness so that you can live a more freely life because you don't worry about it anymore. This book really helped me to see things in another way, and you don't have to worry about something that you need to depend on people to give you. If you try to not look at that way, if you could compliment yourself instead, then all of the worries will be gone. Don't live in a world where you need to depend on people to give you the happiness. 3.5 out of 5 because I think the stories and the titles can be a bit more elaborated. It's a bit brief. And then the last book, I just finished this a few days ago. It's called When Breath Becomes Air. I think this book is pretty popular. It is a very heavy book. It talks about meaning of life. Yes. So if you don't know what's the synopsis of this book, yeah, it's a non-fiction, but it's a memoir. It says this book talks about a doctor, a neurosurgeon at the age of 36, was diagnosed with stage 4 or stage 5 lung cancer. One day he was a doctor making a living treating the dying, and the next he was a patient struggling to live. Just like that, the future he and his wife had imagined evaporated. And he even said that the percentage of a 36 years old human getting diagnosed with a lung cancer is just 0.002%. And yet, he got it. I've actually underlined a few quotes that I think is very inspiring and also very real. Like, it's a reality, but no one thinks about it and no one talks about it. The fundamental fact of existence: all organisms, whether goldfish or grandchild, die. Whether whatever you are, you die. It's very heavy. I don't know. I feel like it's very heavy. And then one more is he actually went into the operation theatre, helped with a pair of twins that is very early due because of something. And then it says, maybe life is merely an instant, too brief to consider. This is a 4 out of 5. I definitely need to reread this because there's just so much information at one time. It's inspiring, but it's also heavy and it's very informative. Informative as in inspiring, informative. So yeah, here are the books I've read. I might not have given the best description of the book. I mean, you can further check on Goodreads or online of other people's review. This is just my review and what I think of the book. Especially for fictions, you might like the story and I might not, so you can better check out the reviews before getting it.
Yeah, we from the north, baby, the cold made me. I know you can't get enough of me, been up lately. Took you down inside my old Honda, you upgraded. Won't leave my ass alone, but I can give you love, baby.
Hi, it's the next day and it's 12:30 now. I'm just going to do a very simple makeup because I'm filming the vlog today. And as usual, I have a lot of stuff to get done. I only applied concealer because I'm at home and I don't need that much of a coverage. I just want to look presentable in front of the camera. And then after concealer, I'll just apply a very thin layer of contour. And oh my gosh, you see, I've been using this for almost 3 years now. And look, I'm just applying some on my jawline area to make my face look smaller and also my double chin.
It's just for the night, I won't see you tomorrow. Me and gang been sipping something strong for these sorrows. I work as long as it takes, bitch, I won't borrow. My last done made me a mess and left me hollow. So now my heart's in a body bag. I'm in the mood to go and hurt somebody, yeah. Baby, you know I'm only the one. Then tell you move along. I don't wanna stay too long, cause I'm way too fucking young. Bitch, my heart's in a body bag. I'm in the mood to go and hurt somebody, yeah. Baby, you know I'm only the one. Then tell you move along. I don't wanna stay too long, cause I'm way too fucking young.
Yes. Again, she work part-time and work baker.
Yeah, she bakes.
And I sit by myself, but I don't need you. And you'll be burning up just like a fever, cause I put you through hell. My mistakes, so they took me for a face.
Hi, I just made my lunch, a very simple lunch. I'm eating spaghetti with my bowl. Yeah, I'm eating spaghetti in a bowl, but whatever it is, I've already finished some tasks just now.
Oh yeah, nowadays I make women feel this pain. Oh yeah, honestly my soul is hollow. Shawty says she down for the night, but no.
I added a chili, but it doesn't taste anything. It doesn't add any taste to it.
Woke up at 11 o'clock, I ain't got no job, what the hell should I do today? This feel like some I don't give a fuck, oh my god, shut the fuck up, I ain't hearing what you gotta say. What the deal, how you feel, not important. All I'm thinking about is riding in these Porsches, but don't be coming at me with that horse shit. Acting like you know me, that's the worst shit. I know in my soul, this fucking cold, that's just how it goes. These days I don't get no sleep. Fucking more, they don't know me. Couple minutes and I'll be good. Let me drink my coffee. Back up. That's the greeting you gon' get if you step up. Messed up,